Do you see that car pulling up in front of my house? Yeah, I saw it too. And would you believe me if I told you I had no idea who was inside it? Actually, I only found out after he handed me a letter that completely changed my life. But wait, before I show you what was written in that letter, let me tell you how all of this started. My name is Sarah, and I'm a single mother. I work as a waitress in a small diner in town. Every day is a race between work, bills, and taking care of my son. Sometimes we barely have enough money for dinner, but we always manage somehow. That day started like any other shift. Customers coming in, orders, the usual rush. Then a man walked into the diner. He sat down alone at a small table. He looked exhausted, like someone who hadn't slept in days. When I went to take his order, he only asked for a coffee. But something about him felt wrong. He looked hungry, really hungry. So I brought him a plate of food. When the bill came, he looked down and said quietly, "I'm sorry, I don't have enough money to pay." For a moment, I froze. If my manager found out, I could lose my job, and I couldn't afford that. But the way he looked at the food, I knew he needed it. So I did something risky. I paid for his meal with my own money. He looked at me in silence for a few seconds. Then he smiled. Before leaving, he said something strange. "Thank you. You have no idea how much this means." Then he walked out of the diner. And I thought that was the end of it. I never expected to see him again. But the next day, something strange happened. A luxury car stopped in front of my house. At first, I thought they had the wrong address. Then a well-dressed man stepped out of the car and walked straight to my door. When I opened it, I recognized him. It was the same man from the diner. But now he looked completely different, confident, successful. Then he said something I will never forget. He told me he wasn't just a customer. He was the owner of the diner where I worked. And that night, he had been testing his own staff. He wanted to see who would treat people with kindness, even when they couldn't pay. He told me something else. In the entire restaurant, I was the only one who helped him. Then he handed me an envelope. Inside was a letter and a job offer. Not as a waitress, but as the manager of a new restaurant he was opening. All because I decided to help a stranger. Sometimes, one small act of kindness can change your entire life. So here's a small lesson from this story. Always give your best. Treat every person with respect, attention, and kindness. A simple act can completely change the course of someone's life. Because in the end, we never really know who is sitting on the other side of the table.